Hi, my name is David. I live in France, and one of the words I've noticed that is very difficult to say is cohérent. So what I'd like to do today is help you say that word, and then I'm going to give you a link to some exercises, some listen and repeat exercises on my site where you can hear a native speaker saying sentences with cohérent, and they're very slowly spoken sentences, so you can hear every sound and you can try to practice repeating those sounds. So first, let's do this. Notice that when I say coe, I'm saying coe, and I'm going to pull the corners of my mouth back a little bit. Coe. What I'd like you to do is say that with the tip of your tongue touching the inside of your lower teeth. Say coe, coe, and then don't make the R yet. I'd like you to redirect the flow of air through your nose. So I'd like you to take a little breath, and then I'd like you to say coe, and then breathe through your nose and feel what happens at the back of your throat. So let's say this. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to put it under my nose so that I can make sure I'm actually breathing onto my nose, breathing onto my finger with my nose. So coe, coe, coe. What I hope you feel is that the very back of the roof of your mouth, what we're going to call the soft palate, is closing down on the tongue. So it may be also that your back of your tongue is rising up a little bit. What you want to do is keep the tip of your tongue against the inside of your lower teeth so that it stays in place and so that your tongue stays forward somewhat so that you can avoid making the English R, and then lower that soft palate against the back of your tongue. Coe, coe. Now that you felt that you're lowering that soft palate, I'd like you to just brush the soft palate and then bring it back up. So that's how we're going to make the right sound. We're not going to try to make that scraping sound that you often associate with the French R. I don't want you to say cohérent. Cohérent. I don't want you to make a scraping sound right now because that is going to have you making too much of a forceful breath out of your lungs. Cohérent. I don't want you to do that. I just want you to make a brush with your soft palate there. Cohérent. 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 So do you feel that you're bringing the soft palate down, brushing it against the back of the tongue? Cohérent. 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 Okay, now you're ready to do some exercises. So here's what we're going to do. If you can see my screen, you're going to type in fluentlistener.com. Yeah, and then you're going to type in /cohérent. Don't type in the accent here. Do it without the accent. Boom. This will get you a little form that you fill out. You can put your name if you like, and then you can put your email address, and then submit. That'll do two things. It will take you to the page where you get the exercises right here. It will also get you signed up onto our email newsletter. If you go to your email and see the subscription email confirmation, you need to click subscribe or confirm my subscription, and then you'll start getting our email where you'll get other tips and samples of our interviews. So what you want to do here is you can click on the play button and you'll hear the speaker, and then you try to pronounce the sounds that you hear.
Cohérent. Cohérent.
The first thing that I want you to notice is that the emphasis is on the last syllable. It's not cohérent and it's not cohérent, it's cohérent, cohérent. Do you hear that the emphasis is on the last syllable? Notice also that you don't really hear a scraping, scratchy sound. So often as English speakers, we want to make a scraping sound for the French R, but you notice that you don't hear one there.
Cohérent.
You hear a kind of a breathy sound, but not a cohérent, cohérent. You don't hear the vibration. You will hear that vibration, though, when you practice the second sentence, or the first of the sentences here. Listen first to convergence. I want you to notice that you hear the R for convert. Let me get this a little bit bigger so you can see it a little bit bigger here.
Le programme de convergence semble cohérent avec le rapport.
Okay, you may notice that rapport has a little bit more of a scratching type of sound, a little bit more vibration at the back. What you want to notice is the difference in the different R's. That's why we give you these sentences. And I want you to also notice that the convert, there is an R there that does need to be heard. So you do need to be bringing that soft palate down against the back of the tongue, even if it's not heard very much. And so that if you speed it up, you still want to be making that motion, even though when you speed it up, you won't hear it too much. So these, I want you to also notice that with the loop tool here, you can focus in on just a tiny bit of sound. Like if we want to hear that scratching in the rapport, oops.
Le rapport, le rapport, le rapport, le rapport, le rapport, le rapport, le rapport de
So after, when I use the loop tool, I use these two bars, and then after the bar, there's a little 2-second silence. The 2-second silence is to help my mind focus on the sound that I just heard. So that's it. You got all these sentences to practice. I want you to hear that R in convergence also before we go.
convergence, de convergence, de convergence.
So do you hear convergence? It's almost as if the sound is going silent, as if the voice goes silent after that, at the point of that R or right after it. So what we have is we have an actual break in the flow of air, I would say. Convergence. Convergence. If you try to overdo it, that may help you find the right movement in the back of your throat. A lot of this I can't really show you because you can't see what's going on in the back of a French person's, of a speaker's throat. You have to look for the feeling. Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is the when we say cohérent, we don't say cohérent. We don't draw out the E and move it into an R. We say cohé, and then we have a sharp attack on the R. Cohérent, cohérent, cohérent. So what you need to understand as a person learning French is that the R doesn't change the sound of the vowel that comes right before it. So in English, we would be used to making the R change the sound that comes right before the R, right? We'd say literally, and it's because of the R that the liter, that E gets changed because of the R, literally. But in French, it's not that way. It's not cohérent, it's cohérent. So you want to think about making the syllable break in your mind right before the R. Cohérent, cohérent. Hope that helps. Enjoy it, and hopefully I'll talk to you in the email newsletter. Bye-bye. Oh, one last thing. This link will also work for you once you become, if you decide to sign up for membership. This link will work, and then you'll get the French R lessons from the beginning, where I go through bit by bit and help you really learn those movements at the back. That's it. Have a good day.